Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining me on Two Hearts Homestead. Today, we're going to do an end of August harvest. So, I'm sad to say that the season is coming to an end. So, this will be probably one of our last few harvests for our summer crops. So, on this plant, we do have our Cherokee Purple. I'm going to pick these two. There is a little bit of cracking on this one along the edges, probably from inconsistent watering. If you guys didn't know, I was on vacation and I left my significant other in charge of watering the plants. So I did expect some casualties and for everything not to go as planned. Do have some yellow pear tomatoes. We have some banana peppers. And we do have a few black cherry tomatoes. So this will be my first year growing these. So I'm excited to see how they taste. A few of them were splitting and cracking, again, due to inconsistent watering. I've angled the camera so you guys can see a little bit better. And we're going to be picking some of these honeycomb tomatoes. And if you've been here before, you know that these are my daughter's favorite tomatoes. She absolutely loves these. So here in our green stalk, we are going to cut back some of this parsley. Go ahead and remove some of those dead leaves in here. But overall, everything looks pretty fresh on that side. I'll have to go through here again and take out some of the bad ones. A few leaves and everything left in here. And a spider. Oh, get off me, spider. We have one little pepper on here. Not sure how well it's gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. It's covered in spider webs there at the bottom, but that plant is struggling there at the bottom and I doubt it's gonna get much bigger. Looks like it is turning, what is that, maybe red? What type of pepper was that? That was a YOLO Wonder, so yeah, probably turning red there. Our sage isn't doing too bad, but I'm not gonna harvest that at this time. This little cucumber didn't really amount to much. Our flowers are dying back. And we have one cucumber here at the bottom that doesn't look like it was pollinated very well. We'll probably just give that one to the chickens. So I'll put it in our basket for now and I'll just cut it up for them a little later. But that's probably one plant that we're going to be taking out. And then we have our ornamental peppers here, which I grew solely for that purpose. So I won't be harvesting anything on that plant. So here in this garden bed, we also have some parsley that I'm going to cut back. I believe this is my 4th cutting from this parsley. So very nice, very pretty, very green. We have a pepper that's kind of growing in between here that I'm pretty sure isn't going to make it into a full pepper here. Oh my goodness, it just broke in half. The pepper was literally growing in between 2 stems there. So it was kind of a deformed pepper growing in between two stems there, so it broke in half. So that will also go to the chickens. This tomato was a volunteer, really hasn't became much. There's a small pepper back there. I am going to go ahead and harvest 2 of these green peppers from here. Just because I am going to be taking out some of these plants, and I do need some green peppers in addition to my red peppers and my yellow bell peppers. So those 2 I'm going to go ahead and take, and I might be taking these 2 plants out when I do go ahead and reconfigure this garden bed for the fall. So this is what we have so far. So over here, our zinnias are doing beautifully. Looks like this one I might be able to harvest seeds from pretty soon once it dries out. I do see a few beans down here, so we're going to go ahead and pull those. No cucumbers for us over here. I think I did see one over here. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. These are our sweet potato vines and our cucumber in here, and they are still doing good, so I'm going to leave them alone. I have a squash plant back here, but I do see some peppers that I'm going to go ahead and take. So 2 jalapenos there. And this tomato is dying back here. I'm going to go ahead and take a few of these tomatoes off of here. I did drop one. I don't know where it went. Thought I dropped 2, but I don't see it. Little jalapeno there. A nice pepper. I believe this was my New Mex Joe Parker. One bell pepper on there that we're also going to pick as well. Ooh, the sun is starting to come out, so it's getting a little bright out here. Let's see if we have any more beans in here. So yes, nice beans in here. I didn't think I was going to get another round out of this, but we got a few in here. A nice bell pepper there. We might let that one ripen. We have another small one down here. And we have a beautiful Jimmy Dardello. So let me bring you guys over a little bit. Huge bell pepper on there. We're going to let that one go ahead and continue to keep ripening. We've got another Jimmy Nardello here that's starting to turn red. No beans in here. I think we're on our last from the last time, so I don't think we'll get any more beans out of here. There's a few buds, but I'm not expecting much from that one. Jalapenos. I think we got a good amount there. So this is how we're looking so far. I don't think there's anything in our tower here to pick, but let's spin it around and see. Our strawberries are getting lots of runners. Ooh, might be one pepper. And we're gonna go ahead and take it because the stem is broke, so it probably won't be getting that much bigger. So, beautiful Jimmy Nardello there. I do see a few peppers in here. So let's see. I guess I missed this one last time because now it's red, so that's a jalapeno. So it's gonna be extremely hot. A few banana peppers. And the big gems I'm going to leave on there and let them get just a little bit bigger. Okay, we have quite a few Jimmy Nardellos here to pick. If anyone has a good recipe for Jimmy Nardellos, drop a comment below and let me know. Oop, there we go. Now we're in focus. Huge, beautiful peppers and spider webs. A few eggplants on this plant. We're gonna let those go though. And then our shishito. What else do we have over here? What does that say? Poblano? I'm pretty sure that's not a poblano pepper. Maybe that one, but not this one. And then let's pick our shishitos. Now I like to pick them when they're a little bit smaller than this size. Let me make sure you guys are in focus here. And I do try to pick them before they turn any sort of red. Once they get bigger, they start getting like a thicker skin on them, and they're not so good for frying and eating. So even like this one is a good size. My personal preference. And my daughter's. Just to have them a little bit smaller. Plus, the more you pick, the more they will grow. So here's what we're looking at so far. We have a few eggplants on here that I wanted to go ahead and harvest. We like to harvest them when they're a little bit smaller, just so they're not so tough. But I always try to cut off that part because it has a little sharp part on it there. Little thorns that will definitely get you if you're not paying attention. And we still have a few more getting bigger on there. this plant, I'm just going to pull a few of these shishitos before they get too big. So see, this one is almost too big. We prefer them when they're more of this size. So there's a size comparison. And this one's not that big, but it is also turning red as well. So we must have left that one on last time we picked. Now, if you're worried about picking your shishitos and having too many, they do keep very well in the refrigerator. I only grow one habanero plant because this is spicy. They're extremely spicy. I only use them when I do a recipe where I can just throw in a whole one and let it kind of marinate and kind of add just a little bit of heat. So like if I do a roast or something in a crock pot, I'll add just one of these in. And there's a few more on here that are orange, but we'll let them stay on and turn red. So back here, I do have a nice sized cucumber. And I'm picking the rest of these shishitos off of this plant back here. Make sure you guys can see all of those. We're kind of facing the sun now. Uh-oh, dropped one. There's a tomato here, but looks like it's got blossom end rot. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that one. We have a sunflower here that's going to be opening pretty soon. Hope everybody can see that one. Looks beautiful. I do need to water. I'm looking around to see if there's anything else that we can pick. And I don't see a lot. I do see some sage, and I'm not sure if my sage is going to seed there, but I see a lot of smaller leaves when before it did have larger leaves. So I'll have to look into that. Oop, I see a shishito that I missed. Definitely don't want to miss that one and it gets too big. The ladies are just enjoying themselves out here just running around. So I have you guys angled so you can see just a little bit better what we have going on here. So we had some nice eggplants that we picked. Very nice sized cucumber. Oop, we have those four beautiful Jimmy Nardellos. A couple of green bell peppers. Banana peppers. Our parsley, which is starting to wilt, so let's get that inside. We have a big Jim pepper, chili pepper. Another good sized cucumber. Some beans, a banana pepper. Another green bell pepper in there. A small one, but hey, we might as well take it before it rots on the plant. And lots of shishitos. A jalapeno, a red one. And a few other ones that we'll probably do jalapeno poppers with. So it's starting to heat up out here, guys. So I'm going to let you go. I hope everyone has a great evening. Look, I'm starting to get a little sweat on my upper lip there because the sun was you know, down, but now it's coming out and it's actually getting hot quite quick. So we'll do a part 2 to this video, and in part 2 we'll probably be taking out some of the pepper plants that I know won't be able to produce any peppers with the month or so that we have left. So that'll be part 2. So stick around, guys. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time.